And three. We want to welcome everybody today to Mom and Dad Talks, where our favorite two people are Mom and Dad, and we have special guests today, the churches. Hello, yay! Good to see you guys today. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So today, Mom and Dad and church, our family, we're going to talk about everyday foods to fight cancer. Now, I was reading in a book. This was the book I was reading. I forgot the name of it, but it talked about some herbs that help fight cancer, like ginseng, turmeric. Help me out. What's the mushroom?
Shiitake.
Shiitake. Thank you. Shiitake. I think Clara, mistletoe. That's what came out in the book there. Those are some of the herbs that help fight cancer. And as we know, a lot of things can be prevented by just changing your diet, not having a fatty diet, not eating a whole lot of meats and stuff. So, and my mom, yes, what were you going to say, Mom?
I'd like to introduce our special guest today.
Please do again.
Okay. This is Nancy Church. This is her husband, Rod. Nancy is the CEO of the Berrien County Cancer Service.
Oh.
And her office is in St. Joseph, Michigan.
Yes.
Rod works at the popular Andrews University in the lithotech department.
Yeah, oh my, we are
CEO in that department.
We are so honored to have you here. Thank you so much for coming on the show. See?
So we have two head honchos with us.
That's right, man. Wow, this is amazing, folks. Totally amazing. And we have to be talking about a subject that, unfortunately, we're familiar with. My mom being a cancer survivor, and I talk about this.
7 years.
Yeah, it's something when you hear that news. And for myself, when they thought I had cancer, everybody was concerned and stuff. And, I had to make a dietary change. And that dietary change has made a difference in my life. So I thought I would share it with everybody and talk about things that can help fight cancer. Hey, please go right ahead. Who's next?
Here is the expert on the cancer.
Please talk about it.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Yes.
Well, one of the things that I do, and I do this almost every morning, is I love my green smoothie. So you're getting these amazing nutrients, and you're also getting lots of fiber. That's really important. I'll take they call power greens, like organic power greens, which has like the kale and the spinach and chard. Swiss chard. And the baby ones, and I'll put that in a blender with a banana, and I put a bunch of herbs in it, and chia seeds, and some red powder. It's got all like the berries and all that stuff in it, and some ice, and I blend that up, and I will tell you, you drink it and you feel so good.
How much do you drink at that time?
Well, it's probably it's probably a good 12 ounces, 8 to 12 ounces. Yeah. I put some vegan protein powder in it, and sometimes some blueberries.
Ooh, nice. I mean, you're making me hungry right now. I want to try some there. Blend it up for me, Mom. Get that recipe so I can start trying that, because and give us some more advice. What else? What else have you guys heard about? Other things, dietary things we could possibly do to change our diet to help fight cancer. Mom, I know you have your favorite one. Go ahead.
My favorite?
Yes, your favorite recipe, being a cancer survivor.
Oh, well, I had a female doctor friend that lives in the East Coast, and she says after I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I told her what I had to have surgery on, she says, if you don't want your cancer to come back, she says you need to get off of meat. Well, I'm not a real great meat eater. I wasn't really a great meat eater anyhow, but I would eat it, and it does taste good. And I had not really made up my mind when she told me that. I knew that what she was saying was the gospel truth. And I thought, well, you know what? I still have that taste, And years ago, when Dell and I got married, we said, okay, we're going to be vegetarians. And then barbecue season came, and that threw that out the window.
Threw everything out. Yep. Every 4th of July, you start smelling that barbecue sauce. Oh, yeah, off the wagon.
This is 2010. She's telling me this thing. And I did not refrained from meat eating altogether for until last year. It was April 28th. And I had said, okay, I need to make a commitment here. I need to just cut it and say, I'm not going to eat meat. And so I made that commitment. So it's 11 years now that the 11 years I'm in remission.
Yes.
But it's 1 year that I have held onto my diet, of not eating meat.
Yes. And so that, I think that's just awesome there. And also too, if you don't know my mom, she's a real strong believer in this thing called lemon water. Yeah. Mom, tell me about this lemon water and this whole thing that you use lemon water for real quick.
Okay, real quickly, I'll tell you, in 2014, a gentleman in my church was telling me that his brother-in-law had prostate cancer. The doctor was telling him, well, I want to give you some chemo. And the patient said, no, I don't want to try any chemo. I want to try something natural. But I'm sure that Nancy can tell you that if you have a severe case of cancer, this lemon water may not work because your cancer is taking over taking a turn for the, Well, he tried this, he ended up, his life was ended at a certain time, but he tried this lemon water and it did prolong his life. And as I'm listening to this story, I'm saying, you know what, if you don't have cancer, or, if you're cured, maybe it'll keep cancer out of your body. So I decided that I would try it. And that was June of 2014. And I did it faithfully up until about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving of that same year. And I don't know why I got off of it for 2 weeks. I don't know. But anyhow, that was my punishment, because Sunday after Thanksgiving, when you and Suelo came over Thanksgiving, I woke up Sunday morning before we went to the airport with a horrendous pain in my right side. Well, I always diagnose my problem. I said, oh, it's
self-diagnosed, Mom.
I said, it's my right ovary. So I went on to the airport and changed, and I told Delbert when we get back to the hospital, Niles, take me to the hospital. I went to the hospital. They said they gave me all the tests, and they gave me ultrasound, and they said, you have a mass on your right ovary, 4.2 centimeters in size. I had no idea what size it was, but I figured it must have been a good size.
Yeah.
Long story short, they sent me to a cancer doctor in Mishawaka. I went to him and he said, I want to see you in 2 weeks, but before you come back, get another ultrasound. But in the meantime, when I had this pain, I was telling him at the hospital, what am I going to do about this pain that I can't get to a doctor for another 2 weeks? We're going to give you pain pills. So they put me on some pain pills, and you can only take one every 6 hours. And it was the first 24 hours, the pain pill made me so sick. I said, I don't know what I want, the pain or the pain pill. Well, anyhow, I said, okay, this pain is so horrendous and I cannot take the pills, the pain pills. So I said, I must get back on that lemon water. And to my amazement, when the pain came, I didn't take any pills, but that first few drops of that lemon water, and it works. That pain stopped immediately. I knew I had something there. And I said, well, I'm not going to get on. I can't take the medicine, the pain pills that they gave me. So I continued to get back on the schedule with my lemon water. And in 2 weeks, when I went from an ultrasound, went back to this doctor. He walks in and he tells me, he says, the mass on that ovary, he says, is 1.8 centimeters in size. And I said, okay. I felt like the alkaline in the lemon had shrunk that mass on the ovary. So I've been, ever since that experience, I said, that's it. Lemon water heals everything. I don't ever get colds, flus. I'm not even getting the coronavirus shot because God has already given us what he knows that we need. And that's something that I don't have to go to the pharmacy to get a prescription.
Well, I think that's fantastic. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Church.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. You didn't say how you fixed the lemon water.
Oh, I can explain that.
Go right ahead. Thank you.
Okay, so you take two lemons to a gallon of water, and I'm going to give you a taste of it for you while you're here. I'll make it up by the gallon. 2 lemons. I burned up a blender, just quarter in the blender and putting the lemons in the blender with some water. But I learned that if you slice your lemons, excuse me, thin, drop them in a blender with 24 ounces. Now you're gonna get pulp from the lemon. It's rind, seeds, and all. You don't throw anything of that lemon out. So you put it in the blender, and after you get it blended up, and your pulp gets a little thick, you know, and you know it's pretty ground up. You dump all that what you put in the blender, the 24 ounce of water, to a gallon of water. Then you shake the water, shake the gallon of water up. You know, you drink. I drink 8 ounces a day, and that's my medicine for the day.
Do you drink it twice a day or once a day?
Once a day, and it doesn't matter if you take it morning, noon, or night. So you get your 8 ounces in.
Interesting.
That is what I test. That's my testimony, and I know it works because I'm never sick.
Dad? I see that you've been trying lemon water every now and then.
Yes, I tried it, and you and I have the same symptoms. We have acid reflux, and that's a lot of acid for me. What I do is in the morning, I eat my oatmeal with blueberries on it.
Oh, okay.
And about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I made the decision to become a vegetarian. I was a very, very, very big meat eater. For every day, as long as I can remember, I would eat a corned beef sandwich. That was my go-to meal. And it's about a month ago, I was on my way home from St. Joe, and my older brother, who will be 90, May the 13th, called up to tell me that he has colon cancer. And that just struck a bell with me. It's that now is the time need to become a vegetarian. And to do more exercise. So I do that, and it kind of scared me at first because right away I lost 20 pounds, and that kind of scared me. And I went to the doctor, and he examined me. He said everything is fine. We're going to do a chemistry profile. We did that. They called me up. That was fine. So he just said that evidently I had 20 pounds of fat on me.
So I'd say you gave up meat for sure, didn't you?
Yeah. I even pumped up there in my bicycle tires so I could ride more.
All right, Dad.
Farther, and that is encouraging about the exercise and the meat eating. Because I did look it up on YouTube, and they said that was one of the major causes of colon cancer. Too much meat in
Wow.
Three things that help us live healthy: diet, rest, and exercise. First of all, you have to start your day out with having a connection with God. So I do that every day. That's
fourth thing is less stress.
Right. That is
yes. True. There you go. Say it again, sir.
So what do? I have the same schedule 5 days a week. Wake up, do my exercise. I can't walk when it's cold out. It has to be at least 65 degrees outside because I welt up if it's less than 65 degrees. So I mapped out a mile, as you can see the house in the background. From the room that we are in right here to the edge of our bedroom is 37 feet. And you multiply, it's 5,280 feet in a mile. And I figured it out. If I walk this round thing, 37 feet twice, 75 times, that's 1 mile.
Wow.
27 minutes to walk that every morning, 5 days a week, Sunday through Thursday. So I'm on a schedule that I do that.
Man, does Dad walk with you, Mom?
Well, that's another subject.
No, because she claimed I walk too slow. So I walk. What I do is I have my headphones on. I listen to gospel. I'm not finished, please. I have my headphones on. I listen to my gospel music. And I listen to three turns around here on Soil Hunt Radio.
Oh, nice. Yes, thank you for that.
And then I go down to the first floor and I do three pieces down there, and then I go to the bottom floor, and then I drink my Gatorade.
Dad, that's awesome. That's a nice routine.
When it's too cold outside.
Yeah, when it's too cold outside.
Right, but well, right now, yeah, I would be out riding my bicycle.
It's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly, and plus it's a Sabbath day.
Yes, so we understand that, and thank you for that, Dad. So you know, before we get ready to close out, everybody, this has been such a wonderful conversation. You know, I hate to call it Nancy, but Sister Church, tell us, give us any parting thoughts here, because you do a great work, and we want to make sure we support your work. Just tell us a little bit before we get off of here, please. Just something.
You know, it's not just one thing. You know, it's a whole embracing a lifestyle. And you know, and the cornerstone of that lifestyle has got to be that spiritual connection. You know, and you know, I truly believe that God will lead people in the way that they need to walk. And you know, and as we listen to His voice, you know, He will teach us what we need to know. And you know, take away the fears that we have, because I think so much illness is related to fear, and to not recognizing how much God is there with us in every single thing we do, whether we eat, whatever we drink, you know, whatever we're doing with exercise or whatever, you know, that is it's all to the glory of God.
That is just so beautiful there. So folk, Mom and Dad, you have anything before we close out today?
All I can say is that we have been in the midst of very good company today.
Oh, right. Yes.
I feel very blessed.
Well, we were blessed. Thank you.
Oh, we've been blessed to have you guys on the show. Thank you for coming to Mom and Dad Talks. Until next time, everybody, we will see you again next week. So Mom and Dad Talks. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.